Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel.
How's it going, everyone? Timestamps down below, but we're pretty much just going to talk about the Arsenal-Man City game that just happened, and Arsenal is not going to, I repeat, not going to three-peat Women's League Cup.
Sad. I feel bad for Arsenal.
Yeah, we're going to read some comments, but some people had some constructive criticism about what they think went wrong. So first off, again, Chloe Kelly not eligible to play because she's on loan from Man City, and I think they showed her obviously with Arsenal on the Arsenal bench, but I wonder if she even looks toward Gareth Taylor. Did they shake hands at the end? I wonder. I don't know if she did, but she was ineligible to play, but can't wait to see her out there. Also, Katie McCabe was back. She was suspended for 2 games, but she's officially back. Some people thought maybe if she would have started, it could have helped the situation. However, this could have been Renée'S saying, hey, you're not going to start because you did something naughty. I don't know.
Naughty.
And then also, we didn't talk about this, and we're going to just kind of briefly mention it, but Bunny Shaw, she actually pulled out of this game. And I'm sure everyone saw it, but at the last Man City Arsenal game, she was subject to racial and misogynist abuse. And I'll have Sara read this.
Shaw misses League Cup semifinal after abuse. Khadija Bunny Shaw withdrew from Manchester City's League Cup semifinal against Arsenal after she was subjected to racist and misogynistic abuse at the weekend. City were appalled at the disgusting treatment the Jamaica striker received after Sunday's 4-3 home loss against the Gunners in the Women's Super League. Shaw pulled out of Thursday's cup tie, which her side won 2-1 in injury time to protect her mental well-being. City boss Gareth Taylor said, "We are right behind her as a club. Let's see how she is over the next couple of days and we can go from there." That's disgusting, and I feel so bad for her. And
that's, when we talk about women's football being like men's football, that's one of the things I always say. I don't want it to be like men's football because in some respects, it's almost accepted in men's football to say whatever you want, whenever you want to say it, and that's just not acceptable. So I hope she feels better, and it's just, it is actually the worst,
Some people should have their lips stapled shut forever.
Yeah, and I'm going to throw this out here because we just did the video about Sam Kerr and her trial. Okay, if some people want to equate that situation with a situation like Bunny Shaw, I think that's also disturbing and not correct. You have to take the systemic racism and historical context when talking about racism, because for some reason, as I was kind of doing notes, I thought someone, because that was just our video, I'm sure someone's going to say, well, you supported Sam Kerr. Okay, if historical and systemic racism isn't taken into context, then that's a whole nother, then there's a bigger conversation to have there with somebody. Okay. So hopefully she's feeling better and she'll be okay. But sounds like all of Russo is behind her, obviously. Okay. But going to this game, this was the semifinal for the League Cup, Subway Cup, and Arsenal are the 2-time winners of it. Chelsea had already qualified for the finals. So it would have been beautiful to have a rematch against Chelsea and Arsenal. Don't you agree?
I do, but sadly that's not what happened.
Yeah, and even Arsenal fans I saw said, Man City played better. Arsenal had issues. So I don't want to say they deserve to lose. That's not really the feeling, but they didn't play as well as Man City because they just played their last game against each other. Remember the 4-3 game, and Arsenal came out on top with the controversial fake penalty that we spoke about.
Yes, that one.
Yes. First, starting off, how do you think you knew about this, Sara? The game was delayed by a half an hour because apparently there wasn't medical personnel on site. So I don't know if they were on another gig before this game, or maybe. I mean, I'm from what I read, it was an ambulance. By protocol, you have to have an ambulance on site, and their ambulance hadn't shown up yet. Maybe they were dealing with another issue, so that's completely understandable. So just kind of wild.
Yeah, maybe they were saving lives.
Yeah, I'm hoping they didn't just forget to order one. They just the ambulance was on another job. From the get-go, City was hungry. In the 26th minute, Mary Fowler had a gorgeous goal. And when I say gorgeous goal, this buildup was something else. KCC had the ball, and Viv just said, okay, it's my ball. I need it. Viv ran right through everyone, right through the midfield. I mean, that buildup was beautiful. She went right by Leah Volti. Beautiful buildup. Passed it right to Mary Fowler. Lotte Wubbenmoy almost fell. And then Mary Fowler had a strike, a bullet, a laser to the back of the net at a crazy angle.
That was a good one.
Yeah, just that whole buildup was beautiful from Viv. It was a thing of beauty. That happened in the 25th minute. That was the only goal of the first half. Realistically, this could have been a lot worse for Arsenal. Van Domselaar made a few great saves. But in the second half, in the 56th minute, there was a penalty awarded to Man City. Some people thought this penalty was not a penalty. Some Man City fans didn't think it was. It doesn't look like the Man City player got the ball completely. I don't even know. But you know what I said to that? Because Stina didn't even go down. So she didn't try to sell it, meaning she probably got up and wanted to try to shoot the ball. But it was awarded to her. And I was thinking, even if it wasn't a penalty, after the fake penalty, I'll give Arsenal the penalty. I don't even care if it was real. I know that's not the way you should think, but in my head, I kind of did.
Yeah, I don't know if soccer works that way.
Yeah, I know that's not fair, and that's not the way it should happen, but they kind of got cheated. So even if it wasn't, but even though I didn't see too much debate about this, I saw a little debate that said it wasn't a penalty, but it was. But they did call it. Then Caldente, I don't know, this wasn't the greatest PK shot I've ever seen. The Man City goalie, she went the right way, and I think she could have saved that if she lunged a little more. But Caldente shot, she scored, and actually it was kind of right near the post, so it was a good shot. All tied up at that point. Then 1 minute later, on the other side of the field, because Man City was then awarded their own penalty, and I think it was on Karakuni cross. And again, some people were saying this wasn't quite a penalty. Cara looked surprised, but Mary Fowler went up to take the penalty, and Van Domselaar said, not today. Not today, Mary Fowler. I mean, later she said, you can score, but this penalty, no.
I love when a goalie saves a PK or saves anything. It's just the greatest.
See, that wasn't that great of a PK shot either, and I'll tell you why. She kicked it directly at Van Domselaar. She didn't go to one side, and even the commentator said, she kind of kicked it right at her. So since this was a semifinal, it was going to go to PKs if there was no winner. And Arsenal did look better in the second half, but a lot of people are saying like they looked disorganized. You know, Renée'S subs were an issue, but the last 30 seconds, literally, I heard someone say the last kick of this game, the last 20 seconds of this game, everyone thought it was going to PKs. But you know what? Mary Fowler said it's not going to go to PKs because in the last 20 seconds of stoppage time, she said, okay, I'm ready to go home now. Tell me your reaction when you were watching this.
Yeah, I was a bit unhinged. No, I was screaming. I was screaming. You can ask the neighbors. They heard.
I will say, those last minute goals are literally the best. I love them so much. I was pumped for Man City to kind of get revenge off Arsenal. It was nice. And actually, the back line, you can see the girls in the back line. They just literally said, what the hell happened? Or basically like, they put their hands up. They go, how did that happen? Man City played better. They deserved the win. I'm going to read some comments. And just sad because, this was Arsenal's game to lose in a sense because it was at home for them. We talked about this. People love Renée'S. Everyone is on her side, but Renée'S is going to have bumps in the road. And some people think this was one of her first really big bumps in the road because I'm going to read some of the comments, but we'll start here.
Renée'S should be blamed for this game. Really horrible tactic and plan.
Yeah, some people, this is one of the bumps. Someone says, we should be humble. We getting cooked everywhere.
Oh dear.
And then this kind of lays out more about what they thought Renée'S should have changed up.
Worst decision by Renée'S tonight. Stina should have been subbed off. Russo shouldn't play as a winger. Overall, the front line was was just so frustrating to watch tonight. Well, we learn and move on.
Yeah, and that's kind of the takeaway. You know, you have a bad game, and Renée'S did try a few different things.
Just when Alessia had her confidence back up and was scoring, her position gets changed. Playing your best goal scorer on the wing is certainly a choice.
Not playing her right in the middle was a misstep by Renée'S because it didn't seem to work out tonight. And I saw another comment that says sign a winger. Obviously they can't. I don't think they can sign anyone now because of the time on that. But try to get her confidence on, you know, so.
Losing last seconds is crazy. Renée'S, I love you, but Russo needs to be the number 9 and not on the wing. Stina needs to be benched, and McCabe should have started.
You know, Renée'S, you got to take chances when you're a coach. Hopefully this is just one small bump in the road for her. Then someone says, wrong starting 11. Russo needs to be up front and have the wingers on the wing. Renée'S has been great with decision making so far, but today was a learning curve. So yeah, it was, I think, such a fair comment, you know. I like this one. Never play Russo on the wing again and never make subs that late again. The setup from the start proved wrong in the first half. Felt like a Jonas game. We move on. I said that very ominously. I don't think that was the tone of the comment, but
it's very dramatic.
Yes. And someone says McCabe needs to start, plain and simple. And like I said, Renée'S might have said, we know it's going to be kind of, I don't want to say a punishment, but you get suspended. You haven't been playing for 2 games. We're not going to start you. Because I don't know. And then City fans were quite happy. I'll have Sara read this.
Mary Fowler stepping up in the absence of Bunny. We all love to see it. Also, Bunny, we are all with you. Say no to racism.
Yeah, absolutely. And then someone goes, Fowler was stunning tonight. Yeah, you know, she goes up there, scores a goal, misses a PK, and that's always hard. And then she said, you know, I might have missed that, but well,
she redeemed herself though.
Exactly, and that nothing feels better than that. You kind of screwing up, even though she really didn't. But then saying, hey, okay, I might have mucked it up, but here we go.
I thought Arsenal would win again, but City were well disciplined and more threatening in front of goal. And how about Mary Fowler? She's truly stepping up this season and doing wonders in the absence of Hempo. I don't support either clubs, but City were more hungry tonight. Finals against Chelsea is going to be fire.
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying if City plays the way they did tonight, and Chelsea hasn't been looking great against mid-range teams, lower table teams. If City plays like this against Chelsea, City's going to win. Chelsea didn't play great against West Ham, and City, if they play like this, they're going to win. They very easily could win the Subway Cup.
Yes, Mary was magical tonight, but most of all, I'm happy the back line gelled again.
What does everyone think? Question, comments down below. And yeah, some other things going on. I don't know if this weekend there is games. I know Sunday the 9th, it's actually going to be the FA Women's Cup. So that's going to be in the 5th round. So exciting things coming up. What does everyone think? Questions, comments down below. And then Sara was like, we were watching the game. She goes, oh yeah, Viv plays for Man City. She forgot.
I totally forgot.
Yeah. It's weird. It's still weird. It's wild. But what does everyone think? Questions, comments down below. We'll talk to everyone later. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.